Hi guys, and a warm and loving welcome here on the Violet Light channel. I hope that you guys have all been doing very well. Okay guys, and also thank you so much again for stopping by and for sharing your energy over here. You are very important and thank you so much for that. Okay guys, so right now we are going to get into messages about this week. What guidance is it that you need for this week, or what is it that spirit or your higher self wants you to know for this week? So this is just a general reading for this week. And also remember that this is a timeless reading, and whenever we find a reading, it is meant for us at that moment in time if we feel it resonates. Okay guys, so we have three piles to choose from today. This is pile number 1 with the rhodonite crystal, like pink and black. And then for pile number 2 over here, we have this beautiful crystal, which is a black sunstone. It's got like a bluish energy as well to it if you put it in the sun. Very beautiful stone. And then for pile number 3 over here, we have the Violetlight crystal. So you guys can see a little cross in there, and this is how the crystal looks on the other side. Okay guys, so now just take a moment, connect to your intuition, connect to your own inner power, your own inner fire, connect to your higher self, and just feel where your energy feels drawn towards. So if you are drawn to a pile or even more than one pile, it means that there will be a message in that pile for you. But again, this is a collective reading, so only take what is meant for you and let the rest go. And if you don't feel any pull to any of the cards, but perhaps today's reading is not meant for you. Okay guys, I will go ahead and start with the first pile number 1. Thank you guys. Hi guys, and welcome everybody that chose pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, guys. Okay guys, so the messages and guidance for this week that is coming through from spirit, first of all, just an overall energy reading, is it is time for you. It is time to go within and really make space for yourself. Time to connect to that deeper inner energies that we have within us. So that is the overall energy for this week. It is really about focusing on those deep inner worlds and making space for ourselves. In that space, it can be, focusing on our healing, focusing on something that's very sacred to us. Okay guys, so let's get into your cards. So first of all, let's start over here with the mountain energy. So we have mountain energy and it says stand your ground. Okay guys, so with this energy, let's literally think about the energy of a mountain. What is a mountain? It is a solid structure. It is a structure that is deep in the earth and it rises up to the sky. So this is a very powerful, very grounded kind of energy. So with this mountain energy, this is really telling us to make that time to ground our energies, especially if we might have some kind of challenges or something that we have to get through. Spirit is telling you that it will be very beneficial for you to ground your energy and also remember your own strength. A mountain is extremely powerful and a mountain has overcome so many difficult things, many difficult storms, rains, people walking over it. A mountain has been through a lot. So if you maybe have something that you are dealing with this week that feels a little bit like difficult or a little bit challenging. I'm not saying that there will be something coming up, but overall, just remember your own strength and remember how much you have overcome. You have a mountain within you. It will also be very beneficial for you this week to actually go outside and just ground your energy and feel your energy, that sacred connection with Mother Earth, because we also have the energy of crystals over here, and it says your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So again, if we think about the mountain energy and the crystal energy as well, these are both very strongly related to earth energy. So again, that earth energy that is coming up, spending time in nature and spending time grounding your energy will bring profound healing to you as well. If you have any crystals, now is a time to also work with these crystals. Crystals will assist you in your healing energy this week. So also feel with your intuition, which kind of crystals do you need to assist you this week? Is it maybe grounding crystals? Is it maybe maybe something that works with the heart energy as well? Because we do have the rhodonite here, and rhodonite is also that energy that helps us to deal with the heart chakra. What is going on in the heart chakra? What emotions are coming up this week? Which emotions do we need to heal? Which emotions do we need to sit with? There is something about emotion. For some of you, you might also be healing old traumas, but it's all very positive. It's all in that energy that maybe you have to overcome something, but at the end of the day, this is also such beautiful sacred energy, that connection to the earth. So overall, just know that crystals will help you this week with whatever it is that you are dealing with. And I really feel that for many of you, that crystals that can really help you to ground your energy, or crystals that works on the heart center, will be very beneficial. And also very spiritual crystals with a high spiritual vibration. This will be very beneficial. But remember, only you will know. Follow your own intuition when it comes to these crystals. Okay, and for some of you, this is also an indication that maybe you need to go for some crystal healing, or just go outside again and just connect with your crystals. If you work with crystals, really to connect with them this week as well. Or maybe for some of you, go to a crystal store and acquire a crystal. This will also help you. So follow your own intuition with this crystal energy, but definitely crystals will assist you during this week as well. Okay, guys, there's also that energy of something new coming in. I feel that for many of you, you are kind of, working on certain sacred things, or opening up to something new coming into your life, in whichever way this might mean. So I feel that maybe it's not necessarily there's something new that's coming in this week, but we are in that space where we are kind of working on our energies this week. Kind of in that sense of preparing our energies and getting into balance to bring new energies in. And, so there is that energy of newness, but like I mentioned, it is not in that energy like, wow, something new is coming in this week, but rather in that energy where you are preparing your energies and going within so that you can attract new, beautiful things into your life. So we also have the energy over here with Ariel, and it says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Okay, guys, so again, that energy of sacred energy around you, and again, that energy where, it is time to go within and make time for yourself. On this card, we can see through study, prayer, and meditation. So when we are in that energy of meditation, we are making time for ourselves. So just know with this energy over here as well, this is also that energy of you becoming more sensitive to that which is around you. You becoming more sensitive to your own inner being. You becoming more sensitive maybe on a psychic level, or just understanding yourself and your deeper levels more. This is about maybe becoming more in tune with your guides. This can be on so many levels, but know that you are in a phase now where you are connecting to those deep inner worlds and connecting to that deep spiritual energy within yourself. This is that energy of becoming more sensitive in whichever way. We are all sensitive in different ways. Like I mentioned before, this can be sensitive to your own intuition, maybe more sensitive, to your environment or to your guides or whatever the case might be. But there is that energy of, becoming more in contact with that inner world, with that psychic world. And spirit is telling you that now is a time to also make space for that energy. So this week as well, make space to connect to your own inner worlds, to connect to your psychic energy. Interestingly enough, we have energy of sacred space. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in stillness. In your sacred space is the peace you seek. So again, that invitation from spirit to make some sacred space for your time to just connect to those inner worlds. And this will really help you. So this week there is really that message about making time for the self. This week is all about the self, grounding that energies, working through difficult things if there might be something, and also making time for the self to connect to that inner world. This is really a time to make sacred space for yourself. So we also have this energy for this week. Your animal is a ladybug, and it says new opportunities, good luck, and manifest. So this is also a beautiful energy that is coming in. A ladybug is that energy of good luck. It is that energy of, that happy energy. So definitely this is also such a beautiful, positive card to get. Again, we have that energy of new opportunities coming in. And like I mentioned as well, I feel during this week, we are preparing our energies for the new to come in as well. We also have the union card. So with this union card, this can mean different things. This can be that union with the inner world, you going within, creating that special energy within and really connecting to that inner world, finding that union with the self. But of course, this can also be that union. Maybe this week you will get a phone call from an old friend or, an old one, or maybe you will just feel a lot more connection to a certain person or to a specific friend, especially because we do have this rhodonite energy, which is connected to the heart energy. So this can also just mean that maybe you feel, just a stronger connection to somebody or a special sacred union that's, coming in or manifesting. And interestingly enough, you guys also had an extra card that came out, and it is new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reigniting passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. So there is that energy as well that came out, and it's interesting with the union energy. So there can be romantic love coming in. If there is difficulty in your romantic relationships, there can be healing that is coming in for you guys. But like I mentioned as well, this can also be that sacred union with the self, that you just connect so much more deeper with yourself this week, and maybe tune into that energy of self-love, or just being within the inner world and connecting to your own sacred space. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, please remember to give a thumbs up, and you are welcome to comment and subscribe. Thank you so much guys. Lots of love and light. Hi guys, and welcome to your reading, pile number 2. To everyone that chose this sparkly crystal, welcome guys. Okay guys, so let's get into your reading for this week about what it is that you need to know, or whatever spirit is coming to tell us. Okay, so first of all, I just want to mention the overall energy that is coming through for this reading is really to let go of negativity and focus on lightheartedness, positive energy. So we do have that energy coming up, but we'll get into a little bit more detail. But this is really about stepping into our power this week. Reclaiming back our power. Okay guys, so let's start over here with the shaman energy. Okay, so with this shaman energy, it says trust in higher forces. So this is really about that energy of, trusting again. And yes, sometimes it is very difficult to trust if it feels like nothing is happening. But this is really telling us that there is higher forces that is on your side, and they are working, to sort out a situation or whatever the case might be. We all have different things that is going on, but spirit is telling you, just remember there is a whole powerful force behind you, and they are working on this, on whatever it is. Just follow your intuition over here. So this is something very, very beautiful to have. But what you need to do is really try to step into that energy of trusting. And like I mentioned, I know this is very difficult to do that. So it will also be, a good idea to release yourself of anything that no longer serves you, to do a certain kind of cleansing. So, for example, to do some auric cleansing, to do maybe a ritual where you cut cords. It's really about that energy of, letting go of anything that is pulling you down, and now believing and trusting that spirit is there, and there is a force that is with you, and they want the best outcome for you, and they are helping you currently. Even though you are unaware of it, there is a force that is helping you. But what you can do at this moment in time is really try to trust and to try to focus more on spiritual energies and that energy of happiness and joy and lightheartedness. This is also that energy of really stepping into your power, into that power of wisdom, because a shaman is a very, very wise person. A shaman is a very powerful person, powerful because they connect to that inner wisdom. And this is also what you can do for this week. The guidance that's coming through is also to connect to that inner wisdom. We have an owl over here as well, and an owl is related, to a lot of ancient wisdom. It is a symbol of ancient wisdom. So this is also about connecting to that inner world and connecting to your own intuition and your own your inner worlds, and stepping into that powerful energy. Claim your power, step up for yourself, do what it is that you need to do, and let go of anything that no longer serves you. Okay, guys, and we also have yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. Okay, so definitely Spirit is telling you again to focus on you and your own self-healing during this week. Spirit is telling you, yoga will help you to connect to that inner world, to that inner power. Look at this person over here meditating. They are deep in their own inner world. They are radiating out this beautiful, powerful energy. We have a lot of yellow here. Yellow is connected to the solar plexus energy, that energy of self-worth, that energy of power. So yoga or any other exercise will help you with that energy this week. So we also have the energy. So you guys had two cards coming up over here for this deck. So we have counseling, you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathic ear. So with the counseling, this can literally mean that maybe if you have an unwanted situation or something difficult that you are dealing with, seek some counseling. There is nothing wrong with this. This can really help us. So if you are in need of somebody to maybe give you some advice, go out and seek that advice. But of course, this can also be you, maybe giving some good advice to somebody else. Everybody's situation is different, but I feel for most of you, this is that energy of seeking advice, or maybe listening to that advice of somebody, whether it is a friend or a counselor or whatever it is. Sometimes it's just also nice to speak to somebody, and tell them what we are going through or what we are feeling, and to hearing an outsider's perspective. So this will also benefit you this week. And there is also information that is coming through from oracle cards. We have this over here with oracle cards. So maybe for some of you, you are going to watch a reading on YouTube and it's going to give you some information that you need, or maybe you go to a reader, but this can also be maybe your own cards, maybe you have your own deck, but there is some kind of answers that will come in this week that you need to hear. So I don't know what it is, but this week will bring a certain kind of energy, and for many of you it might come through a tarot reading, but it does not have to be that. But again, this can also maybe be your own abilities that you will develop as a reader, but for the majority of you, there is information that's coming through. Okay, guys, and then with these cards over here, we have the card, well done, thumbs up. We have this card, prosperity, and it says, focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. And then we also have for your animal card, the monkey wisdom, and it says playful, lightheartedness, and cheerful. Okay, guys, so the reason why I am reading these three cards together is literally because it gives the same energy for this reading. So basically what Spirit is telling you with these three cards coming up over here is to be in that space of, again, letting go of any negative energy. So this can be anything, but this can also be about where has your thoughts been. Remember, where we put our energy, where we put our thoughts, this is what we create, our experiences that we create. So if I wake up tomorrow and I am instantly in a mood where I think, oh, everybody irritates me. I'm so irritated with, the kettle that doesn't work. I'm irritated with this person standing next to me in the bus, or whatever the case might be. This is going to set that tone because we are thinking about irritation. So we are going to attract a lot of things that irritate us. If I think I am so blessed, I feel so happy today, what is going to happen? I'm going to attract more things that makes me happy. So it's really about tuning into where are we focusing with our thoughts? What are we feeling? Remember, our feelings is such a powerful guidance system as well. So right now, Spirit is also telling you to focus on your thoughts and your feelings. Let go of heavy thoughts, let go of heavy feelings, and feel that lightheartedness. Focus on everything that's going good in your life. Focus on everything you have done that has been well. It is that energy of playfulness. So overall during this week, Spirit is telling you, make some time for lightheartedness. Make some time to focus on the things that's going good in your life. Make some time to focus on the things that you are doing good. That energy shift where you focus more on the blessings and the positive things within your life. A very powerful way that we can do this is also about being in that energy of gratitude. Focus on what it is that you feel happy about, what it is that you feel grateful about. And again, this will be that energy shift. It will help you to feel more lighthearted and to think about more positive things. Very interestingly enough, this is a stone of protection. So for some of you, maybe you also need to focus on protecting your energies more this week. This is also a grounding stone, but overall, I also just want to mention that this is a stone that brings optimism as well. So this is very interesting how you guys are drawn to this card, and the overall energy as well is that energy of letting go and focusing more on lighter things, being more optimistic this week as well. So this is that invitation from Spirit to be more optimistic. So overall for this week, Spirit is telling you, trust. There is something happening. You have a whole spiritual team behind you that is helping you in this situation. And what you can do at this moment in time is to just focus on your own self and your own empowerment, and focusing on happy things that makes you feel good, focusing on how far you have come, and just shifting to that optimistic, positive energy this week. Okay, guys, so and remember, you are never too old to go and play. So go out and do something that brings fun and playful energy into your life. Okay, guys, thank you so much. If you enjoyed this reading, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love and light. Hi, guys, and welcome to everybody that chose pile number 3 with this Chastolite crystal. Welcome to your reading, guys. Okay, guys, so let's get into your overall reading for this week. What is it that Spirit wants you to know? Okay, guys, so the overall energy over here is basically, again, to just make time for the self, okay, to focus on the self. It feels like this is just a general energy that is coming up for this week. Okay, so let's get into it. So let's start over here with the great teacher energy. Great teacher, and it says learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, guys, so this can literally mean a few different things. So take it how it resonates to your situation and to you and to your being. So this can literally be that energy that for many of you, you might be spiritual teachers and you have the ability, to teach others. This can also be that energy that there might be somebody currently in your life that is a wonderful teacher and you are learning so much through this person. I also just want to mention that very often the people that we struggle with the most are our greatest teachers. So for example, if we have somebody in our lives that causes us just causes us emotions that does not feel good, whatever the case might be, very often they are our greatest teachers. They teach us the biggest lessons in life as well, because these are the lessons that they teach us so that we can really step into our power. With this energy as well, this is also that energy telling us, that whatever we have gone through in life, all the challenges, all the hardships, we have really learned from that energy and we have gained the knowledge and the wisdom that experience, represented to us. So overall, this is that energy where just remember that any difficult energy you are going through or any difficult things you have undergone in the past, all of them have also had this opportunity where you can learn and grow from that. There are different ways that we can learn and grow, but just know that even the most difficult circumstances and the most difficult people bring they are the best teachers because they help us to deal with these different difficult things, and through doing that it helps us to grow and to also step into our power. So with this card, this is that energy telling us that we have grown from all these difficult experiences, or maybe currently we are learning to grow from all the different difficult things. But this is that card of wisdom, so take it however it resonates. That wisdom in the sense of connecting to that deeper wisdom we have within us, connecting to the life lessons that we have learned. So first of all, this can be that you are currently learning so much through your experiences that life has brought you, or maybe you have learned so much through the experiences life has brought you, or you have somebody in your life that is currently teaching you a lot of stuff, whether it is that this person is maybe pressing all the buttons that is bringing lessons, or maybe this person is a literal teacher teaching you lessons. But this is about that spiritual wisdom and that spiritual growth as well. So for many of you, it is that energy of spiritual growth, or focusing on your spiritual growth this week, or experiencing that deep inner wisdom. There is something about deep wisdom or deep spiritual experiences or spiritual growth that is coming up for this week as well. And we have strength over here. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Okay, again, this is that energy that just remember, whatever happens this week, you have the ability to deal with it. You have the wisdom to deal with whatever comes your way this week. So just remember You have that courage and that strength within you to deal with whatever comes up. You have that ancient wisdom within you. Not that I'm saying that something will come up. I'm just saying, remember, you have a very strong, powerful energy and strength within you, and you have overcome many stuff, and you have that opportunity to learn a lot of spiritual experiences based on things you have gone through within your life. And for many of you, this is also a week where spirit is asking you to focus on everything you have learned on a spiritual level. This is that energy of for some reason focusing on your spiritual growth in whichever way it might come across to you, and focusing on your spiritual power. There is that energy that your wisdom does bring you power coming up for this week. So for many of you, you might be going through some spiritual upgrades, or experiencing deeper spiritual lessons, or whatever the case might be, tuning into your wisdom, gaining spiritual information from somebody else. So this is a week of spiritual growth, and what spirit is telling you during this week, it will be very beneficial for you to make time for yourself. We have this card Teresa coming up. Time out. You've been so busy taking care of everyone else's needs, but now it's time to stop and take care of yourself. And then we also have the card Solitude over here. So with these energies both coming up over here, this is really spirit telling you, you need to make time and space for yourself this week. You need to spend time in solitude. And yes, maybe we can't because we have children, or we have to go to work or family, or whatever the case might be. But as far as you can, make time for yourself. Try to spend as much time in solitude, because this will also help you to connect to that inner wisdom you have within you. It will help you to connect to your spiritual side as well this week. Okay, guys, and then we have animals, and it says, you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life's work. Okay, so this can literally just indicate, your ability to connect with animals. Maybe you are a strong animal communicator, or maybe, you can feel them on an energetic level. Or this can just mean that maybe you connect very strongly to your pets, but there is something about animals coming in. So in general, you can be an animal lover and you connect very strongly with animals, or maybe this can be your own pets that you feel such a strong love towards. Very interestingly enough, look over here, we have an animal over here, we have an animal in this card, and we have an animal in this card. And of course, your animal card for this week is Giraffe Wisdom, and it says foresight, graceful, and patient. Okay, guys, so with this patient energy, this is also about being patient with yourself. If there is lessons that you are currently going through, or that you are currently learning, just step into that energy of patience, okay? And just know, when we think about a giraffe as well, it's got that long neck, and it can reach all the way up. So this is also, again, that energy of, reaching up to that spiritual wisdom as well. So overall, your energy for this week is, something about wisdom, spiritual growth, learning lessons, inner wisdom that is coming up. So this will be different for everyone. Take it how it resonates. But overall, what spirit is asking you is to make that time for yourself, where you focus on your own self. So with this energy, time out, this can also mean don't focus your thoughts on other people. Very often we can focus so much our energy and our thoughts on other people and what they are doing, and now is a time to focus your complete energy on yourself. Let your thoughts be about yourself and on your own inner growth, and what is going on in your life at this moment in time. Don't focus on what others are doing, or their problems. It's about you this week, and focusing on your wisdom, your own inner time, and your own inner strength as well. So this is really about this week is finding that solitude and connecting to that inner wisdom, that inner lessons. Okay, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And I also just want to mention with the chastolite crystal as well, this is as well a grounding stone. So again, this will be a very good time to find your grounding energy as well. And I just also want to mention, I just find it very interesting because for some people, this card is also related to Jesus's energy if you resonate with religion. And we have a cross here, so it might mean something for someone. I'm not religious, but if it does mean something for anyone, this is also something for you guys. Okay, thank you so much. It's actually very interesting that this stone actually does have a cross. It's made like that. Very interesting. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Lots of love and light. Keep well. Namaste.